Hi, I'm Lulu. Welcome to Lulu's Way, where I do everything my way. My way or the highway. So today I'm going to cook some cabbage. I've had cabbage in my meals before, and people have asked me how I make it, and I'm going to show you. And what's really great about this, it's a very, very inexpensive vegetable. You can get a lot of volume out of cabbage. Now, for me, I got mine at Whole Foods and it was $1.29 a pound. So this big head of cabbage was $4.05. That's a lot of veg for $4.05. But it's even if cabbage is on sale, you can get cabbage at a grocery store for like 59 cents a pound, half the price. This could be $2. So I just want you to know that you can make something absolutely delicious inexpensively. So typically what I do is I take off the top leaf. It gets a little funky. It's where it's been handled, and so I just take off the top outer leaf. Throw this in the compost. I have some Japanese white sweet potatoes going in the pressure cooker. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, I'm gonna get my nice sharp knife. So I went on YouTube and learned how to sharpen knives. I have a grinder that grinds metal, and I watched somebody on YouTube get these discs that are like sandpaper discs that go right in the grinder. And I got those. I put my grinder in a vise because it's a handheld grinder. I put it in a vise so it would stay sturdy. Turned it on, and I sharpened all the knives. Because somebody said to me in one of my recent videos, will you please sharpen that knife? I was trying to cut through, I think I was cutting through one of those delicata squashes, and somebody was like, please sharpen that knife. So I did. It's nice and sharp now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in 8 wedges. So I'm going to cut it in half, like this. Then I'm going to take each half, and I'm going to cut it in half. And then, of course, just right at the angle. So you're always coming back to into the core, slicing into the core. So now I'm going to spray this so it doesn't stick. This is my baking. I'm going to bake this. Now you can steam it. You can pressure cook it. You can bake it. I like to bake it in the toaster oven. If I'm on the road, I'm going to do it in the pressure cooker. So I'm going to take each wedge and I'm going to cut the core out. See the core right here? Right? Just going to go like this and cut the core out. Put my wedge right here. Take the core out. Put my wedge here. Okay. There's this one right down the middle. It looks like these aren't going to fit. It's probably because they really won't fit, but I'm going to make them fit because they're going to fit. They're going to fit, baby. They're going to fit. There we have it. They fit. All right, so let me get this mess out of the way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to generously sprinkle these with smoked paprika so they get nice and smoky. It gives it kind of that smoky flavor. Very smoky and delish. Okay. There you go. Now we're going to get this nice and roasty toasty. Put it in here. I'm going to put it on bake at 400. I'm going to hit start, and my toaster oven, when you hit start, it automatically shuts off in 30 minutes. My pressure cooker reached pressure. So now I'm going to need 9 minutes of a slow release. I know we're not talking about that. All right, I know. You're at pressure. I know. Don't feel so pressured. And now I need to put my timer on because the timer will not go off in 9 minutes to tell me that it's been slow releasing for 9 minutes. So I need a timer set. So there's 9 minutes. Start. Okay. That's going to go for a half an hour at 400. I believe it will not be done then, but it will be time to be checked. And maybe as long as it's not getting too toasty on one side, I'll just put it back in for a little bit more. But if it's getting a little toasty on one side, I might turn it over. But BRB. Okay. So we dinged. We ding, ding, ding. Let's check her out. There it is. All right. So that looks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, because it was in such high heat, I'm just going to check the bottom to see that we're not burning. We're not burning, but they need to be turned. And I'll show you why. Because what happened on the bottom is exactly what I want to happen. And I want it to happen on the top too. So I'd like these to stay in wedges, although it's not critical, but I want them to. See how that got nice and roasty? And I'm going to put these in for another 15 minutes. They feel very tender. They feel very tender, but they don't feel 100% tender. I don't want it to be all mushy, but I don't want it to be tough. Cabbage can be tough. I want it to be nice and tender. Look at that nice roasty color. Look at that. There we go. So now the bottom that has the smoked paprika on it will get a little toasty now too. So I'm going to do 400 again, but this time for 15 minutes. See you back here. Hi. So the cabbage is all baked. It's all cooled off. Check this out. How gorgeous is that? It's nice and roasty, toasty, isn't it? So now I'm going to throw my meal together. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my big ass. I'm going to get my Pyrex. Is it Pyrex? Corningware. Corningware. This is 10 inches wide. It's like a big tart pan, or I don't know what the heck it is, but it holds my meal. That's all I know. So I'm going to go into my fridge. I have some cooked carrots. I have some cooked rice, and I have some cooked chicken. And I'm going to put this all together. And here they are, right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in 16 ounces of veg. So I'm going to put in a few of these. Let's see what this comes to, like that. I'm going to put some carrots right in here too. And there I have 16 ounces of veg. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my little kitchen shears. I love these things. And I'm just going to go through the cabbage, and this is just what I do instead of using a knife. See what I'm doing? I'm just there you go. Now I'm going to just put all these pieces out like this. so I can heat them up good. I can put all the carrots around it. I'm going to put the rice in the middle. Okay, so watch this. Here's my rice. I'm going to put my 5 ounces of rice right in the middle. Okay, so there is my cabbage, carrots, rice. And I made this earlier. Smoked paprika chicken. Yum! I love this. So I use my scissors to cut it into bite-sized pieces because that's just what I like to do. And I'm going to do 4 ounces of this. That's it. That's it. This is all going back in the fridge. And these are the sweet potatoes I cooked earlier. So now I'm going to put on some oil. 0.5. Salt and pepper. White pepper. Pink salt. Now this is going in the toaster oven just until it's heated. Hi, so it's dinner time and Lulu's starving. So here I am with my dinner on my book again. It's just the way I eat. You know, some people like to sit at a table. I like to, the only reason I have it on a book is because on the book is a pot holder and then the hot, hot, hot dish. So there is this dish. Now the key ingredient here that makes this extra, extra, extra delish is spicy brown mustard on cabbage. Delish. So I'm going to make a little area in my dish, maybe like right here, this big open space. And I'm going to pour some mustard. I just discovered this new angle on this camera. Who knew? Yay! This makes it a little bit easier. So now I have my cabbage, my carrots, my rice, my chicken, and this mustard. So what I like to do is I like to get a little bit of mustard on my fork, like that. See that? And then I like to grab a piece of cabbage. Mm. So, so, so good. Okay? You got to trust me on this one. So not only is this healthy, it's a very inexpensive option for veggies. Get a 1 or 2 pound bag of baby carrots. Put those in the pressure cooker or steam them or however you like to cook carrots. I just like to cook everything plain. This This cabbage got nice and crispy and browned. It has just the smoked paprika on it, no fat, just the spray of oil I put on, which I use that kind of like a Pam spray instead of Pam spray. Mmm, so good, so good. Mm. The carrots are done perfect. They're like not even a little bit crunchy, nowhere near mushy. It's an absolute perfection. In the pressure cooker, 1 minute, 1 minute pressure. I'm gonna have some of this rice with this chicken. Mm. The chicken has the smoked paprika on it. It's nice and tender. The rice is nice and fluffy. So good. More mustard. More mustard on my cabbage. Mm. This is so delicious. Highly, highly recommend. I'm going to go now and I'm going to eat this whole thing and I'm going to love every bite. Bye for now.